Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another segment, a new segment we tease on the Master of Hoppets. Me, Peter, the Master of Hoppets, joined by
Brett
of Anomyces. We're challenging the Major of Macros, aka Tobias, and just Michael, in the new Hype versus No Hype challenge. We're going to be having them guess these two beers. It's a full blind, so they do not know anything. They will get a beer in the glass. They'll have to guess which style. They'll have to guess, which one is hyped and which one is not hyped, and they have to grade it.
Yeah.
And if they can, they can try and guess what beers they are. And you can just show them here. We're not gonna say too much, but it's this one, and it's this one. And we'll just say quietly, but thanks a ton, long, just so they don't hear you because they know where you're from in the world. So yeah. We're going to be pouring these now for the guys and see what they think. Which one is the hyped one and which one is not. So let's do it. So we're ready, guys. Yeah. You got 2 glasses of beer in front of you.
No shit, Sherlock.
You decide which one you want to try first, and you just go, smell, look at the color, smell, drink. You guess which one is the hyped, and by hyped we meaning one that's held in really high regard and everyone, most people are like really excited about. Mm-hmm. One is not hyped, so you have to guess which ones. You of course also have to guess the style, and if you can, a brewery or a beer maybe, and also of course give it a grade. So, but the guess of style, and which one is hyped and which one is not hyped, and a grade before we reveal anything. So,
Yep.
Go ahead.
Understood. Should we start on the left?
I think we should start on the left. Just by the looks of these two.
Yeah.
The head is quite different.
Yeah. Prior to shooting the video, we talked about this one. Looks like looks like the head is pancaking a little bit, and the
big bubbles.
Yeah. The bubbles. The way the head looks a bit like.
But now I swirl it here. I can actually smell it from here.
Yeah.
I can smell this one. Should we smell?
Yeah. Ooh.
Oosh.
There's a lot of barrel going on
definitely
here.
Barrel here. I would say bourbon barrel.
Yeah, same for me. I was just about to drop my own coin and say it's a bourbon candy.
A bit sweet licorice on the nose. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Some burnt wood, a bit cherry.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a bit Somniac licorice actually too. I get a little bit of a salt licorice or something.
Yeah, it is actually a little bit salty. That's right. Should we try it?
Let's try it. It's quite thin. Taste is quite good.
Yeah, it
is. Milk chocolate. Milk.
Yeah. And then like roasted wood.
Yeah.
And it
cherry
has
wood. Yeah.
To me, it also has a bit it tastes a bit like Coca-Cola. Like this, the sweetness reminds me a bit
lot of sweetness actually.
Coca-Cola.
It's very thin.
Yeah.
I don't get the Coca-Cola vibe, but it's definitely thin and sweet.
Yeah. Very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. And a lot of barrel and this milky, salty licorice thing.
Mm.
It's the most...
Yeah, like it tastes very good.
It tastes good, but it's very thin.
It is very thin.
I doubt this is hype.
Yeah.
Because of the mouthfeel. But the taste is quite okay.
But I mean, from this, I would say we're in the country of barrel-aged stout.
Yeah, barrel-aged stout, bourbon barrel-aged something.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Let's see if we can pair that up with the other one.
Let's see, this looks thicker.
It looks much thicker, and also the head is much more dense and...
beautiful, dark.
Yeah. Brown, like slightly brown head.
Yeah. Should we smell?
Yeah.
Much more subdued in the smell.
Yeah. It is. It's not as barrel forward.
No. Actually, there's not much going on.
No. but it has some. It has like a little bit of burnt wood, maybe some
nuttiness.
tobacco. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of sweet tobacco, and I get some kind of nuttiness.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's much more mellow.
Yeah, the aroma is much more subdued. Should we try?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mm.
Mm. Ooh, it's a little bit spicy, isn't it?
It's spicy.
Yeah.
Not so sweet.
No.
Thicker mouthfeel.
Yeah. And then it has like this, like a very robust barrel character.
Very much more
woody.
sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be some kind of whiskey barrels actually. It has some spicy rye or something. It has a spicy note. And it's more sharp in the barrel.
Yeah. I don't think I would guess this as a bourbon barrel per se. This one is quite clear to me that it's a bourbon barrel.
This could be cognac, or this could be a sharper barrel, or whiskey or something, rye whiskey. I don't know. But which one is hype? They're so different.
I'm literally clueless. I would say from the appearance, the right one.
Of course.
Yeah.
From the appearance, the thickness of the base.
Yeah.
And the complexity. This is much more intense.
Yeah. But I would say I think the bourbon barrel character to me is more appealing on the left one. I like the sweetness and the.
It's so boozy.
Yeah.
It's very strong in the nose with alcohol. This one, I think. Yeah, I don't know if it's the alcohol percent or the barrel, but I get some kind of in the nose when you take a sip, and then you can feel the heat.
Yeah.
Also on the tongue.
Yeah.
They are so different.
Yeah, vastly different.
Yeah.
But again, to me, there's not one of them that stands out as this is definitely better than the other one.
I would say this one is hyped. This one is thin. It's way too sweet, and it lacks space. It just lacks space. It's just
that's also what I would call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit thin in the taste. A bit just sweet. Yeah, I would definitely say this must be the hype beer.
The right one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, but to my personal preference, I prefer the barrel character on the left one more than I do the right one.
I agree.
But the right one is the hype one.
I think so too.
Okay, so what are you saying?
It's an imperial stout.
Have you tasted
barrel
them
aged
on the
imperial
left again
stout.
after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They jump back and forth.
Okay.
So you're guessing imperial stout?
Yeah, barrel aged imperial stout.
Yeah.
Do you have more specifics?
Even more specific.
Yeah, we tried to.
Bourbon barrel aged.
Yeah, we
imperial
tried.
stout.
This one is definitely bourbon barrel aged. This one could be it has more sharpness to the barrel character. Could be whiskey. Could be some kind of rye barrel. I don't know, cognac perhaps. Perhaps it has a much different barrel character than this one.
But what kind of imperial stout do you think it is?
Russian imperial stout.
I would also say. Yeah.
Barrel aged
It's
Russian
also
imperial
really,
stout.
really hard.
Yeah, it's really specific.
But both are the same kind of imperial stout, and both are been aging in the same kind of barrel.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's the same
Same.
kind of technique they use in both beers. It's just different base recipes.
Yes.
But let's get we're
They're
not gonna
vastly
teach too much.
different.
You guessed imperial stout.
Yeah.
You guessed which one
And
was
barrel
right?
aged imperial stout.
The right
Yeah.
one was the hype.
Yes, but
Yeah.
we need some grades and.
Oh yeah, the grades.
I would say the left one.
I'm gonna go low 90s, maybe a bit higher, maybe like 92.
I think I'll go 90. I think really this is watery, thin, sweet. I'm not too fond of this. And actually the barrel disappears a little when you have the base in this one to compare with. Then it's just sweet. But to begin with, yeah, I would give this 90, and I would give this one. 93. I don't think I get much higher than 93.
I can go with that. Yeah. So 90, 93.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you have a final guess on breweries, maybe?
Not a clue. I don't have a clue, really.
Okay.
I'm also completely.
Well, first of all, you pretty much got the style right. It's Imperial Oatmeal Stout in bourbon barrels.
We got the milky thing
yeah.
to begin with. Yeah.
And the big thing, it is blended barrel aged Imperial Stout, meaning it's been in different barrels in different time frames.
God damn.
Let's reveal it.
I'm really looking forward to
Yeah,
this.
me too.
Yeah. It's so.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Did we get it right? Which one was hype and which was not?
The hyped was the one to your left.
What?
What?
No,
Your left?
no, you're right.
Oh yeah, you're right. My left. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So you're right.
So you're
And this is the non-hype.
Okay.
It's hyped in Norway, but there you go.
Demon Box.
Yeah. Okay.
Monkey Brew. Can you guess the stout? I didn't even know this existed. So this one,
Hey.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it was just a bonus thing with guessing the beers.
This is my
and
first
the-
time tasting Dark Star.
Okay.
I have one in my
Yeah,
fridge, but I
same
haven't
for me.
tasted it yet.
So the thing is, you know, I thought it was very interesting because to me, they're vastly different, as
Yeah.
you said. But to both of Brett and I, when we popped it out there, we were like, they both smell like Bourbon County-esque. Because they have both.
Especially the Monkey Brew.
Yeah,
It's
it
very
has a
Bourbon
lot of
County.
fudge and sweetness, but it has char and roasty and whatnot. Like,
Also because it's thinner than.
yeah, it's thinner because Bourbon County is like super thick. The
Nope.
Fremont is a bit thicker. I agree with that. But Demon Box, I think it has a really good barrel flavor. I'd say it's maybe not super thick, but it's definitely oily. But it's maybe a bit sweeter, so it hides a bit more complexity. But on that one, I'm getting like loads of fudge and vanilla and like that candy bourbon character
This
we
one?
talked about. Yeah. Where I think.
I
I think
didn't.
the barrel character is
still don't.
much better than the Demon Box.
And on I think the barrel character is more fudgy new school, where the barrel character, I feel like the Dark Star is more old school. And you can taste that the Dark Star is aged longer time in barrels because you draw out more of the woody, cherry,
the
oaky
woody
flavors.
cherry. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct.
And that's why you were thinking it was not bourbon, is because you were getting that cherry, woody presence
Yeah.
from the barrels. More so. As you can
There's
see.
nice sweetness compared to this one.
Yeah, for sure. And I also think I maybe slightly prefer Dark Star just because it's a bit more balanced, but I think this is really good too, to be
I
honest.
think this is really bad.
Really
I mean,
bad.
I mean a 90.
90 is-
I really don't think this is impressive. Really not.
They are rated the same on Untapped.
Yeah.
Round
Okay.
4.4
God damn.
on average. And the Monkey Brew is aged in steel tanks for a while, and then 7 months in bourbon barrels, which were Woodford Reserve barrels, and then also Garrison Brothers barrels before being blended together. To me, we said Bourbon County, but also reminds me a lot of old school Nøgnø Dark Horizon, especially the barrel aged barrels.
Yeah, I can
It has
see
a bit
that.
of that sweet Muscovado-esque thing without being too licorice-y. It's more to the sweet side. Made with water, barley malts, malt, oat, sugar, hops, and yeast. And then, as you know, this one is aged in barrels for a longer time. It's a blend of 24, 18, and 12, and 8-month-old barrel-aged beer. So you have a vast different array of barrels. That's also where you get more complexity. Of course, they have more to blend from.
Mm-hmm.
And here they have the hop bill or malt bill and everything, and the barrels were 7 to 12 year
It
old.
is definitely a stronger base. on
Yeah,
the
for
box.
sure. Yeah.
It's also the Dark Star is 12.7 and Demon Box is 11. So you have a little bit more in terms of your base and alcohol.
Bit of headroom.
But
But it's strange how this one came out in the glass. I mean, it's
I think
like
the aroma on the Demon Box is much better.
Yeah, the aroma is
Yeah,
definitely better, and we also said that this
But-
one didn't smell like anything. This was amazing,
but also just the appearance of this
Yeah.
beer with the bubbles and like
looked fizzy. And, yeah.
it's a bit
I'm
strange.
really not impressed. Only by the flavor. Sorry, the smell. The flavor was lacking. I think it was way too sweet and yeah. But that's
it's
preference.
definitely lacking balance. I mean, especially now that they warmed the glass a bit, I can definitely see that the hype actually is. In this case, the hype was real. So I can definitely see the Fremont, for me, being superior in terms of just mouthfeel and base and everything. But as Brett said, I think the aroma on the
Yeah, the aroma was fantastic here.
But it's also something to do with barrel aging, because often when you pull out of barrels early, you have so much berry flavor, and you're lacking part of the complexities you get out of the wood. So around 4 to 6 months, you'll have that smack in the face bourbon flavor, and a lot of people I think are afraid of losing that by aging even longer. So maybe that's why it's both. But they've done many different versions of this and whatnot. We're gonna get a big thanks to Long for supplying the bottle as well. He supplied it a while back. We finally cracked it. But I would kind of almost tie them. Maybe a 95 on Darkstar and a 94 on Demon Box. I think maybe 93. I think it's like, maybe not 4.4 exactly, but I'd give at least Darkstar a 4.5 on Untapped and 4.25 on the Demon Box, I think.
I would say 4.4 on Untapped for this one, and perhaps a 4.25 on this one for me. 4.20 perhaps.
4.20. What about you, Ray?
I'm like 94 on the Darkstar, 93, 92 on the Demon Box.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Oddly enough, though, I think this Darkstar is better than the one we popped at your place. I feel like it's not exactly the same level as the 19 we had, which we give like a 97 or 98.
Yeah.
But I think it's, I don't know, maybe it's just because we have it earlier.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more impressed by it this time around.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
Mine is
very
not
good
a 20.
mouthfeel.
I think I have it.
But I agree that it's like mid 90s and early 90s on both. But Hype
It
won.
was very fun. It was very fun, and
yeah.
we were we agreed on a lot of things.
Yeah,
And I
Christopher
think
challenge.
actually we got a lot of things right.
Mm? You got the style right.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can't
also
give-
the tasting notes with
Yeah.
the milky thing and the sweetness and the
It's-
aromas and yeah.
and it's hard to say, it's an oatmeal stout when it's aged in barrels. That's really hard
Yeah.
to pinpoint.
But I think the mouthfeel of the Darkstar gives away that it's an oatmeal stout.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
don't
it
get
has
that-
yeah.
Because it has a fluffiness.
It has a fluffiness.
But that's also because it's not so sweet.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems with the Monkey Brew is that it's so much sweeter that you can't really taste that. But
It
I
could
think
have been a
they're very
siren
nice.
brew actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the same sweetness.
But I think it's always fun to do these challenges to see just how vastly different two beers in the same styles can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But especially with Imperial stout.
Yeah.
And also New England IPA, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Belgian stuff you did as a supermarket, they're not really close. One was just really more powerful in taste one than the other, but these are just much more vastly different.
Yeah.
The flavor spectrum in Imperial Stout is much different.
Yeah.
But hey, that was fun. Hope you guys
It was.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks for the challenge.
No problem. I want to scoot over, or do you want to finish this video?
So
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and thanks to Peter for arranging this, and thanks to Long for supplying the bottle of Monkey Brew.
And thanks to Beer Dome for the bottle of Darkstar.
So
And we're gonna say all
remember
the things
to
Peter
like
used
and
to say.
subscribe and comment down below
Check out the Facebook fan
if
page
you
and
ever
Twitter.
had a oatmeal stout
Something.
or a barrel aged stout. Remember to comment.
And ring the...
Ring the bells for future notifications.
And we're going to say cheers and see you guys in another Hype versus No Hype. Cheers.
Cheers.